Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. You never know who's watching what you do. And I'm saying this is because I don't normally post like this, especially on Facebook, as far as like what I like to do as far as working out, because I do Olympic weightlifting. I've been doing so for well over 10 plus years. But I had somebody message me. It was a former business partner in a company that we used to be a part of. And this was kind of touchy. I'm just going to read this word for word. I'm not going to mention her name. But she said, I just wanted to let you know, Mr. Andre, you inspire me so much through your actions and working out and your posts. I've always been the little short, chubby girl, and seeing you staying in the gym always pushes me to get back to the base and that'll take care of this temple. You never know who's watching you. Thank you for being you. And again, that just goes back to what I mentioned just a few moments ago. You never know who's watching what you're doing, and that is true. So people have to be mindful, because even today's times, actions still speak louder than words. We can say all the right things all we want, but you got to be mindful as far as what you do. I know personally, especially when Facebook, I want to say probably about 8 years ago, I had to tone it down as far as being a little crazy, because when I used to be a gamer, huge gamer, playing Xbox Live a lot, I started having a lot of kids started adding me on Facebook, and I was just like, you know what? I knew right then and there that even young kids too pay attention to what you do, So I was like, I wasn't even talking. If you've been paying attention to it, especially what I do post on social media, I don't really talk a lot of nonsense. I don't have time for it. I might joke around every once in a while, but I don't do as much so as I used to up to that time in 2008, because I knew that, going back to what I'm saying, people are watching what you do. And going back to what I was talking about as far as working out, I don't really post that much like that. I do every once in a while, just on Facebook. I don't really post on anything, any other social media site, but that's just kind of interesting. And that just got me pumped up, because that wasn't the first message I got from someone as far as that. I've gotten a message probably about a month ago from a friend of a friend that I knew in college, the same thing. And again, this goes back to, being mindful of what you're doing. If kids can pay attention as far as what you're doing, the same thing can adults. This always holds true. I just mentioned earlier, we can say all the right things all we want, but actions speak louder than words. So we got to be very mindful of that. And I'm very grateful as far as working on, as Jerome says, my personal philosophy, working on my personal development, because I'm aware of that. I might be upset over something, but guess what? I'm aware of something. I might not just get lost in the emotions. I'm aware of the emotions. Even at that specific time or that moment, I'm very aware of what's going on, and especially what's around me. So I don't really just kind of lose the gasket like some people do. They get real upset, and they just blow a fuse, and then maybe a few hours later, then they feel bad, or the next day they feel bad about it, other than being aware of it right then and there. And again, you got to give credit to what Jim Rome said as far as working on your personal philosophy, because that's just a little part of just helping you be more aware of your surroundings. So again, people are watching as far as what you're doing. So you got value for what we shared here as far as know your own surroundings. Love to read your comments below, or like and share this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.